Websites like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram have billions of active users that might be interested in John's brand. These platforms have advertising tools you can use to segment their users based on their location, interests, demographics, and target them with image and video ads. As John's audience grows and more people visit his websites he can like start engaging with them. Twitter. The best channel for this task is email marketing. Email is the most commonly used communication medium and a highly effective sales channel. Through carefully crafted email messages, John can keep his audience engaged and nurture them until they become new customers. Next on the list is video marketing. A lot of users are turning to YouTube, TikTok, and other video platforms before they make a buying decision. John can take advantage of this by creating amazing videos that help people solve a problem, make a decision, or simply have fun. Besides being a great sales channel, video marketing is one of the best ways to increase brand awareness and build a community of loyal followers. The last, but certainly not least channel John can use is affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is one of the oldest forms of marketing that has grown considerably with the rise of the internet. The way it works is simple. John will give a commission to other people for promoting his products on their website and audience. For John, this means more business, while his affiliates are getting a commission for each sale. Affiliate marketing is not only a great way to increase sales, but affiliates can become the best representatives of your brand. That's what digital marketing is all about. John can now continue optimizing his campaigns by carefully analyzing his digital analytics. By making informed decisions and with lots of patience, he can watch his business grow with the help of digital marketing. Digital marketing, one of the most frequently mentioned buzzwords in marketing. Marketers praise it's the way to grow an online business, and academies all over the world advertise their new digital marketing courses as the next big thing. How can you take advantage of this to boost your career and unlock the business opportunities digital marketing has to offer? The first step is to understand how digital marketing works, and that is exactly what you'll learn in this video. Let's get started with a simple definition of digital marketing. Digital marketing is a form of marketing for promoting and selling products or services on the internet. It's the process of leveraging different online marketing channels like search engines, social media networks, and email to reach your target audience. Through digital marketing, you can find people interested in your offering, interact with them, and build trust with your brand. Digital marketing has a number of types. The most important are website marketing, search engine optimization, content marketing, PPC advertising, social media marketing, email marketing, video marketing, and affiliate marketing. To understand how digital marketing works, let's see how the different digital marketing types can be used in an online marketing campaign. Meet John. John wants to promote his online business and find customers to buy his products. He knows that his potential customers are out there. He knows that digital
Hello, everyone. Good evening, and you're welcome to day 2 of our fundamentals of digital marketing. I'm so excited to have you guys with us this evening, and I hope that this training is really going to improve your knowledge as far as digital marketing is concerned. All right, so we are going to kick off from where we left off in our previous class. So I'm going to share my slide so we can continue. All right, guys. So once again, you're welcome. So in our previous class, we ended up by looking at how does digital marketing work, right? We talked about research, we talked about strategy, we talked about implementation and optimization. We had a recap on the history of digital marketing, how digital marketing has evolved from the creation of the internet, the various social media platforms. We equally talked about the various search engine from the one which was created, and how Google and Yahoo gradually transformed from the day they were created. Okay, so in today's class, we are going to be looking at why digital marketing. Why are businesses getting into digital marketing? Why is digital marketing so important in our recent years in the 21st century? Now, why should you engage into digital marketing? So, in the digital marketing arena where business and commerce are heading to, digital marketing tools and techniques provide what business owners the best chances for competition, survival, and even business growth. Like I earlier mentioned in the previous class, if we have to shut down the internet today, there are so many businesses that will go from hero to zero. For example, Amazon will cease to exist. Okay, several companies will cease to exist because it will be very difficult for them to operate without the digital space. So let's look at some of the reasons why we need to engage in digital marketing, why you should engage in digital marketing, why you should set up your business or make sure you introduce your business in the digital marketing space. So the first one is it provides a small and medium-sized businesses a chance to compete and attract their shares of targeted traffic. Now, as a small business, if you just started a new business and you are thinking of one day competing with the giants, okay, with the giant businesses, with the big brands out there, you need to start off with what? Digital marketing. And how can you kick off as a small business? You have that small a shop where you do sales of maybe fashion dresses or maybe beauty and so on. How do you get to compete with all the bigger brands? You need to start off from a particular point. And how can you do that? You need to first of all begin by branding your business. Your business should have a logo. Your business should have maybe some flyers. Okay, you should have a brand name. You should pick up a niche. So what do I mean by a niche? Niche simply means try to get that particular try to segment or bring down your business or try to identify that small aspect which you believe that your business is going to grow if you are able to use that particular aspect. So a niche is just looking at a business as a whole and picking out an aspect which you believe people are really into it. Let's take an example of a niche. If you want to get into, let's say, fashion, now there are different departments, there are different segments when it comes to fashion. Maybe you want to deal with baby dresses, you want to deal with male dresses or female dresses. Okay, so those are different dimensions, those are different departments which you can pick up one and you try to focus on. In terms of electronics, you can pick up a particular brand and you decide to do what? To focus on. That is what we mean by a niche. Try to narrow down your business and pick up a particular place where you will focus your attention on. So small scale ventures now have the resources to perform sales and marketing processes that were previously available only to large corporations. Now, as a small business, if we have to maintain the traditional way of doing marketing, as a small business, it will be very difficult for you to do what? For you to expand with the help of what? Traditional way of marketing. Now, using the traditional way of marketing, businesses actually that were at the top always remain at the top because small businesses could not reach at that level. Take an example. If we didn't have the internet, if there was no digital marketing, and you maybe you actually started your small business, it will be very difficult for you to actually have that capital or have that finances to pay maybe a radio station or a TV station to broadcast what your products or services. Very difficult and very expensive. Thinking of printing out flyers and maybe distributing. it's a lot of that's a lot of expense. But with the coming of digital marketing, with just $1, which is approximately 600, 700 francs, you can run a campaign for a day. A campaign which you should have paid people, you have speakers, you need to rent a car, and you have to design flyers to move around in town and throwing them around. With just $1, you can achieve that in a day. That is the power of digital marketing. So with that, with digital marketing, you can outweigh, you can surpass businesses that have been existing for a very, very long time. That's an essence. And that is, this particular point is very, very important. If you are a small business and you are thinking of growing, trying to match up with the businesses that have been up there. So it's more cost effective than traditional marketing method. I've already explained that already. So it is more what? Cost effective. So you're going to spend less if you have to introduce your business into digital marketing than the traditional way of marketing. Paying radio station is very expensive. Paying newspapers to showcase your product or services is very expensive. Radio stations, very expensive. But if you have to use social media platform, it's very, very easy. Okay, so 40% of small and medium-sized businesses are getting significant savings by using what? Digital marketing methods of promotion for their products and services. Digital marketers get better cost per lead compared to what? Other marketing channels. Now, what do I mean by cost per lead? Before I talk about cost per lead, what is a lead? So a lead is, it's like you create a channel whereby people are able to maybe fill a form. People are able to do what? To give you particular information. So if you see an ad on Facebook or on Google whereby those who created the ad, or the digital marketer that created the ad, requests for what? Your personal information, or request for a particular information. Not only your personal information, but what? Particular information. That is what we call a lead. Now, what do we mean by cost per lead? How much you are able to spend per lead. That's how much you spend per when someone fills a particular lead form, or when someone fills a form. That is what we mean by what? The cost per lead. That's the actual amount you spend per lead. Okay, so digital marketers get a better cost per lead. So they are going to spend less as compared to what? The traditional way of doing marketing. The next point is it facilitates interaction with targeted audience. Okay, so one of the reasons why digital marketing is taking over traditional marketing channels is the ability of the internet marketing tools to interact with what? Targeted audience in real time. Now, what do we mean by this? When you create an ad, when you create a paid ad, when you create a free ad, where comedians create ads, right? Once they create that ad and they publish it and they receive the message that this ad has been published, at that particular moment, anybody who is online will receive a notification that this particular ad has been published. Okay, if you are online in any particular area or region, you are going to receive that information that a particular ad is running at this particular time. So at that level, it facilitates what? The interaction with target audience. So once that information has been circulated, people are able to interact, people are able to engage, people are able to like, they're able to share, they're able to comment on these ads. That is what we mean by what? Instant interaction. So there are some benefits of this two-way marketing, okay? So precise market targeting. When we talk about the two-way marketing, we mean the audience and the ad itself, the audience and the digital marketer who created the ad. So there are so many benefits. The first one is what? Precise market targeting. When it comes to digital marketing, you can actually precise the market you want to target. You can precise your audience. You can decide that I want this ad to be shown in Bamenda only. I want this ad to be shown in Douala, in Yaoundé, or wherever you want. You can decide which category of people should see that particular ad. Okay? But when you deal with radio stations, traditional way of marketing, radio stations, TV stations, you are actually paying for the service, all right? But you cannot actually determine who listens to the ad. You cannot actually determine the gender that is supposed to listen to this ad. But you pay way a lot of money for you to be able to achieve that. There are radio stations that when they are created in Bamenda, people in Douala can listen to that radio station. People in other cities can actually listen to the radio station. So you cannot even determine, you cannot really specify that this ad should only be broadcasted in Bamenda. Okay, so that is one benefit of this two-way marketing. The next is what? Increase customer satisfaction and experience. Now, when you create an ad online, okay, when you create an ad online, people who interact with you are people who are interested in that ad. When you specify your audience, obviously, only the audience which you specified are going to get back to you. Okay, so that customer satisfaction is always there because once you create the ad, people are going to interact with you. And if they are interested in whatever you are offering, of course, they are going to get to you and they are going to either buy the product or they are going to attend to that event which is coming up, all right? Or they are going to purchase the services which you're rendering. It equally increases what we call customer retention. What do we mean by customer retention? When someone contacts you on WhatsApp, on Facebook, right? Just for that first period, the person can always get back to you because you already had that first conversation. So the person can always go back to that conversation you guys had and will always what? Keep in touch with you. Okay? The same thing goes with WhatsApp. If you create a WhatsApp ad whereby people are going to get to you when they see your ad on WhatsApp, okay? Once that communication is there for the first time, they are always going to do what? To get back to you. That's what we mean by what? Increase customer retention. You equally have what? More revenue through what? Personalized offers. Now, when you have your normal shop, all right, a physical business, and you're doing your traditional marketing. So once you do that traditional marketing, how do you get your revenue? People are only going to come to your shop. They're going to purchase that product, right? They are going to come to your shop. They're going to purchase the product. And sometimes you don't even know which channel these people came from, right? You don't actually know the channel they actually came from. There are some people who they are just passerbys who might just pass and see your shop. They get into your shop and buy your product. There's some people who might have listened to the radio or the TV station, all right? Or they saw your ad on the TV station and they were able to do what? To get back to you in terms of that. Please always mute your mic. It's very important, please. Thank you. So we equally have what we call increased cross-sell and what? Upsell rates. Now, when you are actually dealing with products and services, okay, when you're dealing with products and services, once someone has purchased your product online, okay, the tendency of that person coming back if your product was good is very, very high. Okay, the tendency of that person coming back to purchase another product is very, very high. Now, remember, when you're selling products online, it therefore means that the audience which are getting to you are people who you can easily do what? Deliver. You can easily do what? Ship the products to them. You can easily do what? Render your services to them. Because obviously, you cannot be doing digital marketing campaigns to an audience which you cannot reach out to if they actually need your product. Okay? So we have that increase in what? Cross-sell and what? Upsell rate. So once people purchase a product for the very first time, the next time they are still going to get back to you. And that is why Amazon has been growing from one level to another. During the pandemic period, Jeff Bezos was the richest person in the world. Okay? During that period, he overtook who? The CEO of Tesla. That's because during that period, people had to order a lot of products online. Okay? Another benefit is what? Marketing efficiency and quick time to value. When people see your ad at that particular moment, they get to you at that moment, right? They will get to you and you guys can discuss. If they're interested, they will buy the product. Now, if you're actually advertising your product on a radio station or TV station, people are able to listen. What happens? The people have to leave their homes wherever they are, and they are going to do what? To visit your shop. Okay? And once they visit your shop, they buy the product, they get back home. Once it gets finished, it will be very difficult. Sometimes it will take days before they come back, and they might even get it from a sister company beside them. Okay? And at one moment, they might even lose contact, or maybe they were in that particular environment, and that's the reason why they actually visited your shop. But when it deals with digital marketing, if someone gets to you online and you successfully supply the product or services to that person, trust me, if it gets finished or that person needs your services again, the person will just simply get back into your WhatsApp and going to contact you, and you'll be able to render that service the same way you did it before. That is what we mean by what? Marketing efficiency and what? Quick time to value. This is very, very important. It generates higher conversion rate. What is conversion? Now, conversion simply means you've been able to run an ad, okay, for a product or service, and once people are able to purchase that product, people are able to purchase your services, or you're able to render your services to these people, to this audience, then conversion has taken place. Okay, so the digital marketing cycle is always complete when conversion takes place. So when you run an ad and it reaches out to people, that's digital marketing. Okay, but when these ads, when this audience get back to you and are able to purchase that product, that is where conversion now comes in. So any purchases that takes place after an ad has been done, or any sales that takes place, or people are able to fill even a lead form, they're able to get back to you concerning an event, then that is what we call conversion. Okay, so when we talk about conversion rate, we are looking at what? The rate at which you are actually making sales, the rate at which you're making purchases, the rate at which your leads are increasing. So the conversion rate is the measure of success for businesses using digital marketing to promote their products and services online. So for small and medium-sized businesses, using digital marketing can increase their conversion rate by over 24%. So if you are doing your traditional way of marketing, right? If you're just advertising using radio station, TV station, newspapers, throwing flyers here and there, words of mouth, and you are doing sales, if you engage into digital marketing, okay, your conversion rate is going to increase by 25% and above, which means that your sales in terms of percentage is going to rise by 24 to 25% and above. That is just how digital marketing is important. It helps generate better revenue. Trust me, once you take your business to the digital space, you're going to generate more revenue than when you're doing it traditionally. Sometimes I even consider WhatsApp marketing as a traditional way of doing marketing because you are very, very limited. Too limited. As a matter of fact, if you're actually advertising your products every day on WhatsApp and you're having just about 100 views on that product, you are not yet into digital marketing. What are you actually doing? What are you doing? Those 100 people will see your ads every blessed day and they might not be interested, but every day you keep on doing what? Posting what you are selling or posting your services. So companies using digital marketing strategies have what? 2.8 times better revenue growth expectancy and 3.3 times better what? Chances of expanding their workforce and business. This is very, very important. Okay, so you get the chance of having a better revenue when you engage in digital marketing than what? The traditional way of doing marketing. It caters to what? Mobile consumers. So more people are now using the internet. Trust me, more people are using their mobile devices to have access to the internet. Out of the 7 billion people, more than 4.7 billion are connected with their mobile devices. So more people are now using their mobile devices to access the information super highway than what? Desktops and laptops. So from mobile apps to mobile friendly websites, digital marketing helps business to do what? To tap this increasing sector of the market. So the digital space has really expanded. People are actually getting to the digital space using their mobile devices. So, and as such, you really need to do what? Engage to digital marketing because you're really going to make a whole lot of revenue. So it provides what? Better return on investment. Okay. ROI simply means return on investment. So the key to success in digital marketing is what? To generate a steady flow of targeted traffic that converts to sales and what? Leads. So the most important thing when it comes to digital marketing is what? For you to generate traffic. Without traffic, you cannot make sales. Without traffic, you cannot generate leads. So the most important thing is to do what? Generate good traffic. You're not only generating traffic, but you're generating a good and a steady traffic. Steady traffic here simply means if I'm running an ad every blessed day, and my target is to be able to have at least 1,000. I want my ads to be shown 1,000 times, or what we call 1,000 impressions. Okay, ensure that you maintain that range, or either you are maintaining it, or you are doing what? You are increasing it with time. Okay, so the more traffic you have, the more sales you're going to get. Now, when we talk about traffic, traffic simply means you are driving your audience to a specific direction from your ad. For example, you can create an ad on Facebook and you want people to click on that ad and visit your website. That is simply what? You're driving traffic. So driving traffic means you're actually taking traffic from one direction to another. Okay, that's the meaning of traffic. So you can drive traffic to your WhatsApp, you can drive traffic to your Messenger, you can drive traffic to your website, you can drive traffic to a mobile application if you own one. That is the meaning of what? Driving traffic. So once you are able to drive reasonable traffic, you are able to drive positive traffic, then you are going to do what? You are going to really generate sales. Okay, so you need to drive this traffic. Okay, that converts to what? To sales and what? Leads. So once you've done this very, very well, digital marketing can improve what? Your return on investment by up to what? 300%. Okay, so whatever you have invested, you are going to get the result. You're going to get the return times 3. That's the meaning of 300%. Okay, you're going to get the return by 3. Just imagine this. Okay, you run an ad for a day on Facebook. You're spending $1. $1 is approximately around 650. Okay, and this ad is to sell a product that gives you profit of approximately, let's say, maybe 1,000 francs. Let's say 2,000 francs. So you run that ad for one day, you're able to generate maybe 1,000 impressions. And out of that 1,000 impression, maybe around 10 people were able to purchase that product. Just imagine how much you've made in a single day. So long as those products are what people need, you are going to make so much money online just by spending a penny. Okay, so that is what we mean by providing what? Better return on investment. Last but not the least, digital marketing earns people trust. Now, let me tell you guys one thing. There are so many people who go online, they keep posting their products or services and they say they are not generating sales. You've just joined the internet, you've not made up to 1 month, not up to 2 months, and you think that you can really generate sales. Trust me, when it comes to the internet, there are so many people out there who are out to scam others. There are people out there who are not trustworthy. So for people to buy your product online, there must be some trust. The trust must be there. How do you build trust when it comes to the digital marketing space? You need to actually share content. Try to share content which is free. People should love what you are doing. You should be passionate about what you are selling. Don't just get into people's DMs and you start advertising your product. Some of you just get up one morning, you go to the shop, to the market, you buy products and immediately you start posting them on Facebook. You have 5,000 friends and so what? Some of them might have just connected with you just because you send them friend requests. And there are people who are good at that. There are people who just sit and send friend requests to people they don't even know. And once they have actually connected, you start posting your products or trying to advertise your products to them. That trust is not there. You need to build trust. That's the reason why if Jeff Bezos is advertising anything online, people will buy without any fear of contradiction. They believe that products are going to be delivered to them. That's the reason why people are free. People can successfully pay for a product on Amazon and they receive the product after payment. New e-commerce platforms today, they do what we call cash on delivery, right? Because they know people will not trust their business. It's still very new, so the trust is not there. So what can they do to gain the trust of these people? They are going to post the products. If you are interested, you order the product, and once we deliver the product to you, that is when you make your payment. Once you have been able to pay for these products once, twice, thrice, okay, the next time you will have that trust. You can actually pay, and the product will then come to you later. You need to be able to give people free services for them to trust you. That is why when comedians advertise anything online, people can buy those products without any fear of contradiction, especially those who are verified on social media. Once you're verified, it's very difficult for that verified account to scam you. Very difficult. The chances there is like 1% for them to get rid of your money, because before you receive that verification badge, you must have gone through several scrutiny. Okay, so deeper connection leads to what? Trust. And when given the choice, people will only what? Patronize brands that they truly know, like, and trust. Okay, so Michael Barner, the CEO of Marketing Insider Group, once said that marketing is a what? A conversation. Okay, true enough, brands that provide the right content at the right time create deeper connection with their target audience. If you want to make a lot of sales online, you need to ensure that people trust you. Start offering them what? Free services. If you have products you want to sell, advertise it and you put the free delivery. We are going to deliver these products to you, and it is payment after we've delivered. Okay? Payment after delivery. Once you begin by doing that, so many people will, okay, they will order. They know that they will see this product before they pay their money. So they will order the product, and once you bring, they verify if it's okay by them, they make their payment. All right, great. So we've actually gone through the overview of digital marketing, and now we are getting into the real business. Okay, so we are getting into the real business. So digital marketing has so many modules, but we've been able to break down these modules into about 5 or 6 major modules, which we are going to be looking at them during the course of this training. So the various modules do include, we have web design, we have search engine optimization, we have pay-per-click or PPC, or what we call search engine marketing. We have social media marketing, we have email marketing, we have display advertisement, we have affiliate marketing, content management, online reputation management. These are some of the major modules of digital marketing. Now, there are 3 major pillars or 3 major modules. If you take away these 3 major modules, we will not talk about digital marketing again. There are 3. In fact, if you want to become a certified digital marketing expert, if you really want to get deep into this field, you need to study these particular modules very, very well. We have SEO, which means search engine optimization. We have SEM, which means search engine marketing, or PPC, which means pay-per-click. Then we have SMO, or what we call SMM, which is known as social media organic or social media market. So apart from the 3 major modules, we have web design, we have content management, we have email marketing, affiliate marketing, mobile marketing, analytics, design, that's graphic design, email marketing as well. So we are going to go through the 3 major pillars, and we are just going to highlight the other minor pillars. Any question before we proceed? Any question? Question?
Yes, the SMO and the SMM, is it the same thing? Is it the same meaning?
No. SMO is social media organic, and we have SMM, which means social media marketing. We are going to actually talk about that. My colleague is going to actually expatiate on that when she will be talking about social media marketing. So you know the difference between social media organic are what? Free ads, while what SMM, which is social media marketing, are what? Paid ads. You'll get to learn more about that as we proceed. Any other question before we continue? Okay, no question. Right, let's continue. So we are going to have we are going to look at the three major modules. So in today's class, we are going to talk about SEO. In our next class, which is probably Sunday, we are going to talk about the SAM and the SMO. Then we are going to conclude with PPC, or what we call search engine marketing. That is the biggest pillar. In fact, that is the core when it comes to digital marketing, and that's why we are saving it for the last. We are saving it for the last class. Okay, so guys, let's get into search engine optimization. All right, so what is search engine optimization? So, like I earlier mentioned, there are three major pillars, right? There are three major pillars. We have the SEO, we have the SMM or the SMO, then we have the PPC or the SEM. So, today we are going to talk about search engine optimization, right? Now, the question I'm going to ask, the question for the day is, how many of you were able to visit a search engine? How many of you were able to visit Google or Firefox and did the research of research? Anybody? So we are getting into a real practical session right now. So I'll be sharing my browser right now. So how many of you have used Google of recent? I think in the last class, I had a couple of answers. Did anybody use Google today?
I did.
Okay, so what were your findings? What did you actually want to achieve?
I was searching linking. I wanted to know more about linking.
Okay, you wanted to know more about the LinkedIn social media platform. Okay, great.
Yes.
All right. So you're all welcome to the search engine optimization session. So what is search engine optimization? Now, before we talk about search engine optimization, let's have a briefing about a website. What is a website and what are the importance of a website? Can somebody try? What do you understand by a website? What is a website?
Can I try?
Yes.
Okay, what I understand about a website to me is a platform where a message, a particular message is being passed, a particular information rather is being passed, and people can communicate through the website, something like that. I don't know if I'm saying right what was in my mind, but that's just
Okay. All right. Okay, great. So another person? Someone else?
Can I try, sir?
Yes, Geraldine.
Well, to me, a website is where information is being gathered pertaining either to an institution or an organization for detailed research in order to know more about what that company or that institution is all about.
Okay. All right. That's great. That's great. Another person?
Let me try.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I think a website can be like a collection or a combination of web pages that are categorized under a single, usually call it domain, which helps to relate information that is specific either to an organization or to an individual.
Okay, great. I think that definition is really explicit. Any other person? All right. So you've given the definition of a website. You've actually tried to give specific definition with the right wordings, but I really needed something very explicit because you've talked about a domain name, and so many people here will not know what a domain name is or maybe a web page is. Your definition is very good. It's top notch, but I needed something very simple. So I can just say a website is it's like you taking your business to the internet. Okay, it's like showcasing your business to the internet. That's simply what a website is. So if you're creating a website, it therefore means you want to showcase your business to the internet. So whatever people are seeing in your shop, you have decided to do what? To showcase that particular products or services on the internet. That goes for every business. For example, if someone visits an educational institution, for example, and he says, this is the accounting department, this is management department, the marketing department, right? Maybe you've gone to the head of department and you've tried to get inquiries. Okay, so on that institute's website, you can still get that information from there. So a website is simply doing what? Passing on information about an institution, all right, with the help of what? Web pages. Okay, with the help of web pages. So web pages are just these single pages which have been put together by a web designer. Okay, a collection of these web pages now make what? Builds a website. And these web pages do carry information that are related to a business or an organization. That's what a website is. So what happened is that since people notice that it is very important for them to take their business to the internet, and the best way for you to do that is to create what we call a website. Okay, now to create a website, you don't just go online and you start creating a website. No, you need to first of all develop different web pages. Now, these web pages are actually carrying information about your specific product. For example, let's say you have a furniture shop, for example, okay, and this furniture shop actually has different categories of products. Maybe you have a section in your shop that is meant for furniture, for the bedroom furnitures. We have living room furnitures. We have the kitchen furnitures. Those are different categories in your shop. If you have a very big cosmetic shop, you have products there, you have maybe oil, you have your cream, you have maybe toothbrush, or even a supermarket, okay? So a supermarket, you may have a variety of products. So what you need to do is you are taking your business physically to the digital space, and you are taking it exactly the way it is physically. So if I am taking that furniture shop to the internet, I should equally be having various departments on the internet. So this department should have a section for the kitchen furniture, for the bedroom furniture, for the living room furniture. As simple as that. So that when someone visits your business on the internet, the person should be able to navigate to these various categories. The person should be able to navigate to the various departments. These departments in IT or in terms of the internet are known as what? Web pages. In terms of a website are known as what? Web pages. So these web pages do carry unique information. They carry information that are reflecting a cross-section of your business. Okay. Now, for you to actually have a website, you need to have what we call a domain name. Now, this domain name is like a username. Okay. When you're creating an account on any social media platform, they will ask you, what is your username? Right? On Facebook, username. Any platform, they will ask for what? A username. Okay? Or even after creating an account, they ask your first name, your last name, email address. Once you're done, there is a section for you to include what? Your username. That username will identify you. That username will identify your business. So that business should have what? A username. That's the reason why when you are creating a username for any business, be it on social media or be it on a website, that username should reflect what? Your business. We are going to learn how to create username as we move ahead when we'll be looking at the social media, when we're looking at how to create social media platforms or web or business pages. Okay, so that username in terms of search engines are known as what? The website. So your website actually carries the name of your business. That's why Amazon, if you want to buy a product from Amazon, Amazon is the company, right? And when they took their business online, the domain name was called what? Amazon.com. When eBay took the business online, the business name was what? ebay.com. When Tadita Group Institute took their business online, the username was what? taditagroupinstitute.com. That is one thing that actually builds trust. Okay. So when you start giving a different name to your business, then people are not going to trust you. There are some people who go online and instead of putting your real name, you intend to do business. Instead of putting your real name, you'll be putting names like Pinky or putting some kind of funny names that do not reflect you. How do you build trust in terms of that? Okay. So when you take your business online, then you need to be thinking of what? Getting a website. All these social media platforms which we have today, they do have websites. They all originated from a website. In fact, you cannot be even talking about a social media platform if you're not talking about a website. Okay. There should be a website that carries all the information which you are able to access on the mobile applications. So when we talk about search engine optimization simply means that your business is online, right? You've taken your business online with the help of a website. Once that business is online, your main target is to do what? Is to ensure that the content of that your website is very good in such a way that when someone comes to any search engine and searches for a particular product, so that person is not searching for your business, he's searching for a product. So your main objective is that when someone comes online and searches for a product that you are selling, your website should appear first. Okay? And for your website to appear first, you must have very good content. Without good content, your website will not really appear on the first pages of the search results. Okay? So when you have a website, so the whole idea here is not only to have a website for your business, make sure you have good content. Because without good content, your website will not rank. And once your website does not rank at the top, when people come to search, they will not be able to see your business online. Let's take an example. Amazon is out there, it's a top business. Apple is out there, it's a top business. These are online businesses. Okay. Now, if I want to buy a product like iPhone, for example, if I just type here iPhone, okay, once I type iPhone, you notice that there are so many websites that are going to actually give me information that are related to iPhone. We have Amazon. Okay, this is Amazon. This is Amazon. This is Revibe. This is Amazon. This is Sharaf DG. If I scroll down here, we have Apple, right? This is the Apple company and this is their website. We still have Apple here. If I scroll down again, we have Apple, we have Apple, we have Apple, we have Wikipedia, we have gsmarina.com, we have gsmarina.com, we have Sharaf DG. Now, these are all websites, okay, that have information that are related to this particular product. Okay, now, the question I should be asking myself is, why is my own business not on the first page? Remember, this is the first page of the Google search result. Okay, this is the first page of the Google search result. And every business actually wants their product or services to appear on this Google's first page. Every business. So if your business is not appearing on the Google first page, then you have a lot of work to do. So what is search engine optimization? Search engine optimization is just the process of you ensuring that your website has very good content and ensuring that this website actually rank on Google's first page. Now, Google has so many pages. This is just the first. When I scroll down after this, learn more, see, this first page ends here where you have this information. The first page ends here. Sometimes when you're doing your research, you might have maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. You may have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 below here, which means you're going to the next page. Let me search for something else. Let's say rent a car, for example. I'm trying to get the old way of research. Sometimes it comes, sometimes it doesn't. I'm going to try again. Okay. So your idea, when it comes to search engine optimization, the idea is that you want to have very good content on your website. You want your website to rank on this Google first page. All these companies that are here did very good work on their websites. So once they were able to create a website, they were able to place content that is very good in the eyes of Google and in the eyes of their audience. Google loved it. And when Google loved it, Google notices that this content is far more greater than maybe the others that are in the same niche, others are in the same same line of business. So Google now decided to bring their website to the first pages of Google. Okay. Now, on Google search result, there are two different types of ads. There are two types of ads. We have free ads and we have paid ads. The free ad is what we call the search engine optimization. Search engine optimization simply means free ads. And we create this ad by making sure that the content on our website are very great. Okay? Now, the paid ads are what we call the search engine marketing. And with this ad, you need to pay Google for Google to show your ads on their search result. How can I differentiate between a paid ad and a free ad? Okay. Now, if you look at your screen, carefully, you notice that this website, rentalcars.com, has the word AD beside it, right? It has this word AD. If I continue scrolling down, you see another AD here, another AD here. Now, after 3 ADs, what happens? The other websites don't have the AD beside them. If I continue scrolling down, we have another website here that has an AD, right? These ones don't have, but this one has. If I scroll down again, this is the second page. You have an AD here, an AD here, and an AD here, okay? So after this, we have no AD, no AD, no AD, and maybe below we have another AD and so on. So this is another AD here, just like that. These are AD, 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 and when we scroll down, there are no ADs below. Now, these ADs here simply means paid ads. So as a digital marketer, when you create a paid ad, this is how it shows on the Google search result. Okay, so paid ads will always appear first. They will always come first before free ads. No matter how good the content on your website is, no matter how good the images, the text, and all that is good on your website, so long as there are paid ads, they will always come first because digital marketers are paying Google for the service. You are getting the service for free. So only after the paid ads will you have what? The free ads. So the websites without the AD beside them are free ads. Okay, these are all free ads. These companies just had to do what? To create very good content on their website. All right. So with this good content, Google loved it and brought it to the first page. So this is the first page of Google search result, but the AD ads will always come first, then followed by what? The free ads. Okay, on the first page, if you go to the second page, so this is the second page, we have the AD, the AD, the AD, and below we don't have any AD besides. Okay, so these are free ads. Let me indicate that. These are free ads here, and these are paid ads. Any question as far as this is concerned? The difference between free ads and paid ads? Any question? Question? All right. If there are no questions, then let's proceed. So, search engine optimization, popularly known as SEO, is the act of modifying a website to increase its ranking in organic search. So what do we mean by organic search? When people just come here and search and they see this free ad, they are known as what? Organic search. Paid search is when you search for an item and you click on a paid ad. That is a paid search. But these are all what? Organic search because they are free. Okay? So SEO is the process of making your website and business worthy for the ranking at the top of what? Search engine result pages. So search engine optimization is vital for digital marketing because 93% of online experience begin by using a search engine. Every business online do begin by what? A search engine. Facebook, search engine. Okay? So when you are creating your Facebook account, every information which you're getting or every information you are putting in goes to a website. Okay? Though you are having access to it, on a mobile device, but every information is laid down on a website. The mobile application just simply helps to get access to that information. Okay, 50% of mobile visitors who conducted local search visited a store within the day. Okay, and 34% conducted on computer did same. So we are simply saying that when people do research online, 50% of them actually visited maybe a local store to purchase a product, and maybe those who use a computer system. Like I said, mobile devices people using mobile devices are far more greater than people using a computer system. So this is just how a local SEO search result looks like, what I've just explained to you. And you can see we have circled this here. At the top, we have what? AD. This AD here simply means paid ad. So we are excluding that because it is not part of SEO. This is not part of SEO. This is what we mean by SEO because they are free ads and there is no AD beside them. Now, why SEO? Why should you actually conduct SEO? Now, before we talk about why SEO, you need to understand this, okay? Now, when you are a search engine optimization specialist, an SEO specialist, when you are trying to build content on a website and you want that website to rank, you have to give yourself at least 6 months. And that 6 months should be based on the content which you create, because if you're creating really good content, you are following the rules and regulations of Google or other search engines. In less than in 6 months time, you should be getting results. Okay, but if you are not doing the right thing, then you are going to have your result in later days. Okay, so why SEO? The results are what? At low cost. The results are low cost comparison to what? To paid ads. So when it comes to SEO, what you need is just a website. You need to create content on the website and make sure that you really put in this content very well. Okay, make sure you put in contents that are relevant. We are going to look at some of the relevant content which should be on a website if you want it to rank. Okay, so you should have relevant content on your website. So the results are low cost as compared to paid ads. For paid ads, for free ads, you need just only the website and few content on your website. For paid ads, you need a website, then you need to pay for the service. That's the difference. Okay, now the next is that you have a better return on investment. And this better return on investment only comes when your website has really ranked to a certain level. If your website is not on the first 2 pages of search engine, you will not be able to get good results. You'll not be able to get good return on investment because people will come online, people will search for what you are selling, but they will not be able to see your website. Okay? So you're going to have what? We have definite what? Increase in traffic. So long as your content is great, people will always visit your website, and that's how you're going to be driving more traffic to your website. Okay? Now, there is one thing which I just want to mention. I'm sure most of you have heard about bloggers, right? People who create articles online for free. They create these articles online for free, but how do they make their own money? Okay? How do they make their money? So as a blogger, you need to keep on creating articles that are very inspiring. They are good in the eyes of Google. They are good in the eyes of the audience. So once you've been doing that, your website is ranking and is ranking and ranking. Once it has reached a certain level, you can now partner with Google. Google is going to use that your website to show what we call display ads. And in turn, Google is going to pay you. Okay, Google is going to pay you when they use your ad. So that is how bloggers make their own money. Okay, so bloggers create good articles and they partner. And sometimes they don't only make money through the partnership they have with Google. They equally make money through getting advertisement from individuals. There are people who can see websites and say, wow, this website is very good. You contact the owner of the website, and that owner is going to create good advertisements for you. 60% of clicks goes to first result. Now, when people come online, they type a particular search term. They are trying to search for something online. Okay, so once they do this search, once they type this search and results pop up, okay, once these results pop up, those are the pages where people are actually going to visit. Okay, so when people do this search, most of these searches which they do, okay, they are mostly going to have access. They are mostly going to click on these first results. Okay, so 60% of clicks go to what? The first result, which means that those who actually click on these ads mostly focus more on the first page. Okay, so if I want to, let's say I want to search something on Google, for example, when I come here and I do my search, okay, if I do my search here, I already know that this first page can give me all what I need. There's no need for me to continue scrolling down. When you continue scrolling down, you might not be able to get, except you've not been able to get what you want on the first page. That's when you can scroll down. If I'm, let's say I am in UAE, or let's say in the United States, and I want to buy something online, obviously, if I've never heard of Amazon before, I'll always come here and search, right? Let's just say purchase iPhone, for example. The results are always going to appear. The results that are going to appear here, those are what I'm going to go for, right? Amazon is always appearing first. Amazon here, we have the buy store and Amazon here. So obviously, I either go for Amazon or I go for the Apple website itself and I purchase my product from there, right? The first page will always might have about 20 results, search results, okay? And the 20 search result might be just what I need, okay? 280 million websites on the web. SEO makes you stand out. So once you're able to do your search engine optimization very well, out of the 280 million websites, Google is going to take you from the lowest rank to the highest rank, which means that you have surpassed what? Your competitors. That's why Amazon is always at the top. Higher brand credibility, people trust Google. So when your business has ranked to the first page, just know that Google actually trusts that business. Okay? Google actually trusts that business. Now, let me tell you guys something. If there is a new business online, let me tell you guys something. If there is a new business online, let's say in the United States of America, Google is located in US. If there is a new business in US and people are talking about it day in, day out, that business does not really need to create a lot of content for them to appear on the first page. Okay? Reasons being that Google might already know them. The people around them might already know this business. They might have done purchases and so on. So one thing that makes your business to rank is trust. The reason why you need to create good content, you need to have engagement is what? Is to gain the trust of Google. Once Google gains your trust, trust me, in the nearest one day or two, you are going to appear on the first result page. Let me just give you guys a very typical example. There's this wrestler known as Roman Reigns, the superstar. Okay, so he's never had a TikTok account. Okay, he never had a TikTok account, but almost everybody who is into that industry knows him very well. Okay, so in January, okay, in January, before a particular show, he announced that he has a TikTok account. Okay, that he has a TikTok account. That account had not yet reached 100,000. Immediately he announced, people started following, right? The account had not yet reached 100,000 followers, but the account was already verified. Okay, so TikTok already knew him, and just for the fact that they know he's trustworthy, they already verified the account. But there are people who have been struggling with an account. They have 500,000 followers. They have even up to 1 million followers. They are not yet verified. That is because the trust is not yet there. Now, we always say that longevity of a business online equally guarantees trust. But at that particular moment, what happened? Longevity was not a problem. Okay? They always say that if your website needs to rank on the first page of Google, you should have been existing for a very long time. Okay? But if Amazon gets to any region, like we have the Amazon.ae, which is located in UAE, if Amazon wants to create a branch in Cameroon today, known as Amazon.cm, immediately they create, Google already knows Amazon, they are going to verify the account immediately. So when we talk about SEO, search engine optimization, it means what? Creating better content. You're not creating good content, you are creating better content. You're ensuring that your images are checked, your grammar is checked, people trust what you're doing. Once that trust is there, your website is going to appear on the first pages of the search result. That is what we mean by SEO. So SEO gives you what we call higher brand credibility. We've already talked about that. So people trust Google. So people already know Google. They trust Google. So they believe that whatever Google brings on their first page is trustworthy. It is very difficult for websites that appear on the first page of Google to scam somebody or to get away with people's money or to deceive people, because it has taken time and Google trusts them. Okay, let's not talk about paid ads, because even paid ads have a lot of scammers. Okay, we're talking about free ads. For your website to appear on the first pages of Google search results, it therefore means Google has really looked into your website and that trust has been built. One thing you need to understand is that your competitors are in the same environment with you. Your competitors are doing the same thing you are doing. So you being at the top simply means you are outsmarting what? Your competitors. That is what SEO simply means. Okay? So your competitors are doing it. Your competitors are doing the same thing you are doing. So which means that if your business is at the top, then you are good to go. Now, there are two types of search engine optimization. Two major search engine optimization. We have the off-page and the on-page. Now, what is off-page? Well, let me begin with on-page. What is on-page? On-page simply means that the things which you are going to be doing on your website that will guarantee you what? Being ranked on Google search results. The things you are doing on your website, which means that you should have skills of a web developer if you really want to be successful as far as SEO on page is concerned. If you are not a web developer, you can know of these things and you are going to be you're going to be directing your web developer on what to do. Off page simply means the things you're going to do out of your website to make your website better. Let's begin with on page. What do we mean by this SEO on page? So what are the things you need to do on a website to ensure that you really get a better ranking? We have what we call meta tag. What is meta tag? Meta tag is simply giving an identification to a particular page. For example, if I have, for example, datagroupinstitute.com/contact page or /contact, that contact is acting as what? A meta tag. So you are identifying that page on your website. Without that meta tag, you will not be able to identify that page, and people will not be, it will be very difficult for people to search and get results on that particular page. Okay? The next is what we call keyword density. What is keyword density? When you are creating a page on a website, there's a particular word which you want people to type, or there's a particular word that when people type on Google, they'll be able to see that page. Now, this is what I mean. We've typed here what? Purchase iPhone, right? And these are the results which you've gotten. See what happens. On this website, apple.com, what did you see here? Buy iPhone, right? Immediately after the www.apple.com, we have /shop/what? Buy iPhone. If I scroll down to this, apple.com, iPhone, apple.com, iPhone, apple.com, iPhone. Let me go to another website. See, uae.sharafdg.com, buy iPhone. Okay, so this is what we call a keyword. So this keyword now, this is what we call a meta tag. Sorry, this is what we call a meta tag. So what identifies this page is the meta tag and equally the keyword. So this keyword, these are words which you've actually placed on your website so that when people type this search term, it is going to match up with what? Your keyword. Okay, so how will people identify, how would your website pop up when people search for a particular item that is found on that website? They are the keywords that bring your website to limelight. So if I have to type something like, if I have to type a word like Adidas, iPhone website will not show, right? Because this is not a product which is related to iPhone. And iPhone did not use this keyword on their website. If they had placed this keyword Adidas on their website, then of course their website is going to show here. But it didn't show because what? This keyword was not on that page which they created. Or there is no page on their website that has this word Adidas. Okay, so this actually appeared here because of this. So if I type the word shoes, this is another example. If I type the word shoes, just know that it will, the Apple website will not even show because they don't deal with those products. And this keyword is not found on their website or on any page. Okay, so immediately I type the word shoe, see what happens. There is a word shoe in this text here, right? This is what shoes is available here. If I come to this other website, this other ad here, you see shoes is available, right? All these websites are going to have the word shoes. They're going to have the word shoes. So this should equally have the word shoes. Let's see. If we expand this, you're going to have the word shoes. We have it even on the headline here, shoes. Okay. So this is what we call, let me go back. So this is what we call the keyword. So on that website or on that web page, which you want it to rank, that web page should have about 5 of those keywords. So make sure that shoes appear 5 times on a web page. That's what we call keyword density. So there is a particular amount of keyword that Google wants you to place on that website if you want it to rank. You must not go above that number of keywords. We have what we call sitemap. Sitemap is very important. Once you place a sitemap on your website, it therefore means that this business has a location. And with this business having a location, people are going to identify and they're going to visit that website. They're going to visit your shop if they deem it necessary. Internal links. Try to link up pages on your website. If I visit a website like noon.com, for example, so Noon is going to have other links. This link which we clicked on took us to the Noon website. Okay, so if I have to visit, let's say, a page here, this page is going to have other links that will take me to another page. So when you're creating a web page, make sure that this page equally have links that will connect people to other pages on your website. Okay, I don't know why this is taking time. Okay, so if I click on this, for example, if I click here, let's say if I click here, this is going to take me to another page on my website, right? So that is what we call an internal link. So you're taking me to another page on the website. So you need to have internal links as well, and you need to have what we call anchor links or what we call cross links. Okay. You need to have what we call canonical URLs. Your URL should be precise. Now, if you look at this, for those who have an understanding about a website, okay, when we talk about the canonical URLs, your URL should be precise. People should be able to see www.apple.com/iPhone. People should be able to see www.apple.com/iPad and so on. You should not have words which are not matching. There are some websites that when you have this marina.com/ you will not have the name of maybe a tag line, a meta tag here. You will not have it. You will just have some kind of mixture of words and text. Like this is not really healthy. Try to go for something which looks very, very healthy, or that identifies a product. Okay. Then we have what we call the title tag for links. This is what we call the title tag. And this title tag actually carries links. Okay, this is the title tag. So that in general, that is what we mean by SEO on page. Okay. Then for off page, these are things you're going to do out of your website. For example, you may create an article on another website. In that article, you are going to place the link of your website there. So you are just going to write for you to learn more about this article, click on this link and visit our website. Okay, so you are actually doing what? You are ranking your website from another source. Okay, so doing that, you are going to be impressing Google because Google is going to send its agents to your website through that link, what we call crawlers. Okay, so Google sends its agent through that link, and once Google notices that your website is being known from other sites, then it's giving you what we call good credibility. Make sure all your social media platforms are linked to your website. This is very, very important. Social medias are very good. Create articles on different websites. So all these things which you do out of your website helps to do what? To rank your website as well. So that is the difference between on-page and off-page. And in the advanced course, just SEO itself can take about a month for us to complete. Okay, SEO on page and off page. Okay, so that is it as far as on page and off page are concerned. Now, what are basic search engine optimization strategies? If you want to have a very good website, if you want your website to actually rank very well, these are strategies which you must put in place. So you should just take a pen, try to jot this down. The first is what? Research, 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 etc. You need to constantly do research on the niche which you are into. If you're into fashion, make sure you do a lot of research about fashion. Try to write articles that are going to wow your audience. That's what we mean by research, research, research. Because you need to be writing more articles every day. You need to be improving on your content. And if you don't do a lot of research, you're not going to have this information. You're not going to get more information that you place on your website for it to rank very well. We call it what we call keyword research. What are keyword research? Keyword research simply means you are actually searching for the keywords people are using on a daily basis to have access to the products which you are advertising or the services. For example, if you are into fashion, you should try to identify the keywords that people are using. People always come online every day. Maybe they are searching for black shoes, red shoes, pink shoes. Okay? Adidas shoes. These are keywords. So you need to search for keywords that people use regularly, and you place these keywords on your website. Because if you place something different from that, people will come online search, but your website will not be shown to them. You need to build a kick-ass website. What do we mean by kick-ass website? Build a website that is astonishing. A website which is mobile friendly. A website that audience will come to your website and they will not be willing to go. They will want to stay on your site for a very long time because of the way you have structured the website, because of the way you have designed the website, and they will always want to do what? Come back to that site. Make what we call SEO friendly URLs. What is URL? What's the full meaning of URL? Uniform Resource Locator. Okay, so URL here is that name, the complete name. We're not talking about the domain name. Just Amazon.com is the domain name. The URL now is Amazon.com/ the meta tag. Maybe Amazon.com/ blue sneakers. Amazon.com/ iPhone 12 Pro Max. That is the URL. Make sure you have what we call friendly URL. Okay. The next strategy is unique and relevant titles on every page. This is very, very important. Let me take you back to a website. Okay, so your title should be very, very unique. People should read your title and it should match up with what they are looking for. I type iPhone 12. Okay, so you have titles like iPhone 12 Pro Max at best price in Dubai. This is very, very attractive. If someone wants to buy iPhone, the person will just come here and click because he knows that he's going to get this product at a very good rate. Okay, look at noon. iPhone 12 UAE, 30 to 75% off. If I come to this site, I will not even be looking at other websites. Anything that has to do with good prices, best prices, percentage off, I'm going for that. That's why you need to make sure that your titles are very, very friendly. Your titles are relevant. Write titles that reflect your business or what you are advertising. Write for users and not for yourself. Now, when it comes to SEO, you want to impress Google. Now, how do you impress Google? Google will tell you that you need to write at least 300 words. Your article needs to have at least 300 words. You need to put at least 3 images on your website. You need to have internal links around 3. You need to have keywords like 5. Okay. Now, when we talk about keywords, let's say I'm writing an article about digital marketing. Okay. And I'm explaining that digital marketing is the act of doing what? Of advertising your products, or advertising, or trying to advertise products or services or events to an audience to create what? Relationship. And in my next topic, I'm saying there are 3 types, or there are 5 major types of, there are 5 major digital marketing modules. So I've used digital marketing twice already, right? Okay. The next point I'm going to say, these modules are, now I list down the modules. If I list down the modules and the words are already 300, it means that I am above, right? I've already achieved what I wanted. But I've used just 2 my keywords, I've used it twice. So instead of saying that these modules are, I can say these digital marketing modules are, it means I've used my keyword 3 times. And of course, as I'm listing it at the end, I may say these are the most important digital marketing modules out there, and you need to ensure that you use the right digital marketing module at the right time. Good. I've exhausted the 5 keywords that were needed. But if you just go within your article, you just copy digital marketing and paste it where it is not relevant, where it is not important, what happens? Google is going to look at your article in another direction. Google will say you are not doing the right thing. Every keyword should be placed in the right place. Okay? Optimize content to include keywords. I've already talked about that. When you're ranking your keywords, when you're ranking your article, make sure that your keywords are equally placed in the article. Create great, unique content. You need to have very good content. Content is king. Okay? Use your keyword as anchor text when linking. When we talk about anchor text are those texts that draw people's attention. For example, if I just begin my statement, I say, digital marketing that's already an anchor text, okay? Because you are trying to tell somebody something, okay? So try to place your keywords at anchor levels where it is going to capture the heart of people. Then we have use all text plus title text in links. Now, when you are adding images on your website, there is always a section where you need to add what we call all text. Okay, so all text simply means alternative. So what is an alternative way of calling this link? What's an alternative way of calling this particular image? What name do you give to your image? So all images always have a name, but you can give another name for the image. And when you're adding an image on a website, they will always ask for the name of the image and an alternative text. Very, very important. Name images to what they represent. I already talked about that. You need to name your image. Don't just upload an image without giving it a name. Build links intelligently. Link smartly. Don't just create links because you want to impress Google. Create links. If I am writing an article, for example, about digital marketing, and I decide to structure the various modules, I can place a link on social media marketing. When someone clicks on social media marketing, it should take that person to a page that explains social media marketing. That's what we mean by building links intelligently. Create a sitemap. I've already talked about that. You need to have a map on your website. Include website analytics, Google Analytics. We are going to talk about Google Analytics as we move ahead with the class. What are the advantages of search engine optimization? Your website will be found, obviously. People are going to search for your website and they are going to find it. It's going to improve your competitive edge. It's going to expand your customer base and target audience. It is cost effective. You're going to spend less as compared to paid ads. Long-term standing. Once you continue creating very good articles on your website, it's going to last for a very long time and it's going to appear on the first pages of Google search result. Free traffic. The traffic which you're driving is free. You have a targeted traffic. You have high sales, return on investment. You have global reach. Once you create a website, you place your articles, people are going to search from every corner of the world. As compared to Google Ads, which you can run Google Ads just in specific areas. Okay? You cannot just run an ad in Google, a paid ad, and you say you want to run the ad in the whole world. No, you must choose a country or a city where you want to show this ad to. All the results can be measured. You have what we call better conversion or sales. You have what we call pool marketing. You have what we call increased visibility. People are going to see your site more often. Okay. Your own 24 hours marketing team and shop front. So it is like what? Your 24 hours marketing shop. People are always going to be there. When people want to know about your product, even in the midnight, they are going to know about your product. As compared to your physical business, which you need to close it maybe within a specific period. Okay. Maybe in the night you need to close, but people will visit your online shop at every given time. What are the disadvantages? Often, websites are never indexed by the search engine. Sometimes the search engine will not even index your website. You can stay maybe 1 month, 2 months, 1 year, and you're not getting better results. That's a disadvantage. After sites are indexed, often they are not indexed for specific keywords. Okay, so your website can be indexed very well, but for specific keywords, you're going to have difficulties. Fresh content is very important, but hard to keep up with what? With this content. So you may have fresh content, but for it to actually rank, it's going to take a lot of time. Okay. So domain age plays a role, like I initially said. Your website, the longer your website, the better for you. But like I earlier mentioned, there are some companies that they decide to create 1 million websites today. Google is just going to place them at the top, at the forefront, because they are trustworthy businesses. So once Google trusts your business, they can actually take it to the highest level. So you need to create that trust, and longevity is equally matters as far as that is concerned. It's hard work and time consuming. You need a lot of time. You need to dedicate a lot of time for you to achieve your goal as far as Google, as far as search engine optimization is concerned. No one really understands how Google works. You may know the algorithm, but you don't know at what time things are going to happen. You know, yes, Google is going to come to your website. Google will send its agents. They will visit your site and report back to Google. You don't even know when Google is going to rank. You may even look at your content is far more better than another person whose website has been ranked at the top. Okay. Yours may be better than theirs, but you are not getting the rank which you deserve. If your competition is high, it gets more difficult. If you pick up a niche that has a lot of competition, then it will be very difficult for you to reach at the top. It takes a long time to see the best results. We've already talked about that. Gestation period is very long. For your website to actually comprehend, for it to fit in the digital space, takes a very long time. And search engine optimization is an ongoing process. You might write an article today. In the next 1 month, you need to go back and review that article, because you might have written that article, it is ranking at the top. At one moment, another article is going to push down your own article, though you guys are in the same field, but their own content has better information. So Google is going to kick yours down and bring that up. So you need to go back and revisit that article and make sure you write something which is far more better. That is it as far as ongoing process is concerned. Any question? Question? Questions, guys, as far as SEO is concerned. Is everything okay?
Yes, sir. Everything is okay from my end.
Okay.
Everything is fine, sir.
Great. Blandine, Khan, I want to hear your voices. Karin, Laila, Mariam.
Everything is
Sir,
fine.
everything is fine.
Okay, fantastic.
Everything is fine, sir.
Okay, Stephen, is everything fine? So far, I hope everything is great. Audrey, okay. If everything is fine, then we've come to the end of search engine optimization. I believe you all now understand what search engine optimization is, and I've tried my possible best to really explain to you guys what it actually means. If you want to know more, you want to go deep, then you need to maybe, for the advanced course where we actually do the SEO practically. It takes a longer time to do. Okay, we can't do that immediate. It takes a longer time for you to understand how SEO actually works. Okay, so guys, just going to give me a minute. I'm going to share the attendance sheet. Okay, so I'm going to share the attendance sheet so you guys can take your attendance. So at least I'm getting to know so many of you, most of you who were here yesterday. I think the consistency is really great, and I love that. And I'm going to really reward you guys at the end of the session. For those who are going to stick right up to the end, we're going to have maybe a special package for you guys. Okay, so just give me a minute. While waiting for questions, if you have a question, you are free to ask while I get the attendance sheet ready.
So I have a question.
Yes, go ahead, please.
So I wish to ask, when you go on Facebook, you usually see on certain posts they write sponsored. Are those the
Yes.
paid ads that we usually that we're talking about?
Wow, that is a very good. That's a very good. I think you're very keen. Those are paid ads on social media, and we are going to look at that in our next class. We're going to do a little bit of practical. At least with social media, we are really going to have very good practical exercise. We are going to actually create a business online so that you guys will be able to create a business on your own. You can take your business online on social media. Okay, so it's not really going to be a problem. We are going to look at that. I think our a tutor who is Madame Lira is going to really drill you guys on both the paid and the free ad. Then we are going to get into a practical session on how to do that. So the class on Sunday is really going to be an exciting one. So you guys should really get yourselves ready. So I'm going to share in the chat right now the attendance sheet. Okay. So kindly click on it. If you can't access the sheet, make sure you get to me on WhatsApp and I'm going to forward the sheet to you so you can fill. Okay. So at this moment, if you visit any platform, you see sponsored, you see ads, the word AD, then you should actually know that these are paid ads and these are done by digital marketing experts. Any
Good evening,
question?
sir.
Yes.
Please, I have a
Good evening.
question.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yes, I've also discovered that before you pay for an ad, you need to have a bank account. Is there another way through which you can pay for an ad without a bank account?
There is no other way. That's the only way you can
then.
do that for now. Yes.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any question? Remember, these platforms are international platforms. If Facebook was created in Cameroon, maybe we can pay with mobile money. But these are platforms that were created in the States. Majority of these platforms were created in the United States. So that's the only way we can make payment at the moment. But I think PayPal too can go. I believe PayPal too can go. But I think from where we are, Cameroon is not even permitted to use PayPal. So I don't think we can use that. So Cameroon is very, very limited. And that's the reason why this training does not only rely on Cameroon. We do ensure that you get the best that wherever you find yourself, you can fit in the digital space. Okay, you can actually fit in the digital space. I'm really happy with the interaction. Questions? Guys, we still have a little bit of time, but I don't want us to get into a new topic. Okay, I don't want us to get into a new topic. In our next class, which is on Sunday, we are really going to digest a lot. But I want questions. We have a lot of practical sessions to do in our next class. Questions. Okay, guys, I want to thank each and every one of you for attending this session. For those watching on YouTube, please, I am going to post the registration form as well on the below the video on YouTube, so you can actually fill. Okay, I think that will be better. So I'm just going to do that right now. Any question? Any question? All right, guys, if there are no questions, then we've come to the end of this class. See you guys on Sunday. On Sunday, we should have 2 hours of effective training as well, because we are really going to take you guys through the social media class. So if we are unable to complete with social media on Sunday, then we should complete that on Monday before we get to the PPC on Wednesday. Okay? Because I believe social media might be more than 2 hours. So let's try to see if we can complete before that. If not, we are going to continue with the class on Monday. All right, guys, thank you all for joining the session. And for those who require a certificate after this training, I sent the form in the forum. Okay, so make sure you fill the list of those who really want to get certificates. Sunday, same time, please. On Sunday, we are going to have a class at the same time, or possibly I'll announce the time. Okay, we are going to see if it's possible to have it maybe earlier than the normal time, since it's a Sunday. Maybe we can have it earlier, maybe say around 6 to 8, maybe, rather than taking it too late. We are going to see. Or better still, if we start earlier, we can complete the whole of social media on Sunday. Even if we have to get into the 3rd hour, no problem. I think it's a learning
Please
process.
maintain the time, please.
Okay. All right. We're going to maintain the time, same time on Sunday. All right, guys.
Okay,
Thank you all for joining us, and see you guys in our next class. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you
Bye.
very much. We
Thank
really
you, sir.
appreciate